I think most of us can agree that Australians are pretty cool, right? Can we all agree on that? And since these Australian weapons were originally added, there haven't actually been any more released, like, at all. You've still got all of the original ones that were added when the Two Cities update came out in 2013, which is kind of insane. I really thought there'd be more by now. As somebody who loves Australian weapons and used to have the full collection other than the pan, I always wanted more Australians to come into the game. So today I wanted to talk about a couple of Australian weapons that I would love to see added into TF2, and maybe we could do a community version of this video as well. So if you have an Australian weapon that you would like to see added into the game, then leave a comment down below, and maybe if enough people leave a like on the video as well, we'll do a community version of this video. Anyway, really quickly before we get into the actual Australians I'd like to see added into the game, I do just want to say that a whole bunch of you guys watching this video right now aren't actually subscribed. I'm not going to say the percentage because you already know. And to be honest, if you're already watching my videos regularly anyway, you may as well click the button. It saves you searching on my channel and stuff. It saves you time, basically, and it helps me out. The big goal of 100k subscribers is getting forever closer, so any one person clicking that sub button, it means a whole lot to me. So a massive thank you if you do that. Okay, so now let's get into some weapons that should be Australian. The first one is an easy choice. It is the shotgun. Other than the golden pan, I'm fairly sure that the shotgun would be the weapon that could be used on the most classes. And honestly, it would also probably be one of the coolest weapons to ever be added into the game. I know unusual shotguns exist, and there are really cool ones as well that exist in the game, but something about Australiums, especially the really clean looking gold textures, would just be the king of all shotguns, in my opinion anyway. And a whole bunch of classes would be able to use it. So if you get it, you'll hopefully play a class that can use it, and you'll get more use out of it than you would if you bought like a scattergun or something like that. The next one I want to see added into the game is the pistol. So far, we're only going for the other stock weapons that haven't had an Australian yet. Again, this one could be used on multiple classes, so you get a lot of use out of this weapon, and a golden pistol would be amazing. I don't think there's like any really cool golden war paints that are already in the game, so bringing back another update where more Australians are added in, maybe not even a new MVM map or something like that, just a chance of getting different Australians would actually be really cool, and I think people would be quite happy with that. Maybe. But yeah, I would really like to see an Australian pistol added into the game. I think we need one. Next up, we have the holy mackerel. Now, this one is a little bit of a joke, I know, but there have been a lot of people getting confused with the fire glazed holy mackerel that I own, thinking that it's an Australian one, which, yeah, it's not, but it would be cool. And while I think the logic behind a golden fish for anyone trying to make one would be a little bit weird, it's not something that would be too out of place in TF2 as far as I think. I mean, we have people who've set their hats on fire to make the burning effect. I think a golden fish wouldn't be pushing the boundaries as much as people think it would. There's actually been a whole bunch of people who've been making skins for these weapons that are Australian versions of that weapon. So I used to go on Game Banana all the time and just download a bunch of them to use, and I really liked a lot of them. Downloading a skin like that and having the festive version of a weapon, so for example the scattergun, if you had a festive scattergun and downloaded a Australian scattergun skin, that would be the only way you used to be able to get a festive Australian until they added it in. So I feel like those skins kind of gave them the idea in a way. Maybe not, but yeah, it's cool. I just went back onto that thread of skins and just tried to get some inspiration as to what weapons should be Australian, and I say this version of a golden loose cannon is just amazing. It's just wow. I mean, I'm trying to learn demo and I love using the loose cannon anyway, so having an Australian one would be absolutely incredible. Valve could literally ask permission to use this skin officially and just put it in the game, potentially. I don't think Demo Man players would be upset about it. Okay, so the final one I wanted to talk about is the maul, and it was another skin I saw on this whole Game Banana thread, and I thought it looked really nice. The maul is a sick looking weapon anyway, so having it golden would just make it even better. And with this one though, I'm not 100% sure if Valve are actually allowed to make this one an Australian, because it is a promo weapon, so I'm not 100% sure what rights Valve even have. I don't know if Valve are even allowed to make more versions of it now. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but if they are allowed to make more versions of the maul, I would love to see an Australian one. It might get me playing Pyro a little bit more, it might not, but it would be cool to have in the game anyway. And there we have it, 5 Australian weapons that I would love to see in TF2. Let me know in the comments, like I said before, what weapons you would like to see in game as an Australian version, and maybe we could do a community version of this episode, like I said, if it gets enough likes. Speaking of likes, if you did enjoy the video, please make sure you scroll down and click that button, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. I really appreciate every single one of you guys who watch the videos and who are subbed to the channel and leave nice comments. All of that stuff is amazing, and it means a lot to me, honestly, so thank you for that. Anyway, once again, thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye.